And of course the camera's moved and everything. This thing needs to be a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Now I'm going for perfection, you see. Now that's just too high. There must be 2 DVDs in that one. Here we go, 8. Now, for some reason this one's no good now. Let's zoom out a bit. There we go, I think that's as good as we're going to get. Right, that's close enough. Point master joystick time. I don't know if up and down works because you don't really use them in this game. Right, okay. He wasn't lying, this is actually in very good condition. This is not worn at all. Feels halfway between a VCS joystick and the Wico Boss. So this is how I played Manic Miner, I reckon. Unless, unless I got Sky Fox and the QuickShot 2 joystick after I got Manic Miner, or before. Because I had the Point Master joystick before I had a C64. It was my VIC-20 joystick, you see. Oh yeah. It's really hard to describe how it's so different from the zip stick. The fire button's alright, it's not micro switched or anything. But the fire button's better than that Mega Drive thing that I bought. 145 games in one. Yeah, it's just like learning it all over again now. Right, well, I'm glad I did buy this one. I'm glad I trusted the seller when he said it's like, you know, very good condition, hardly used. They obviously knew what they were doing, which is quite rare on eBay. Most people ain't got a clue what to do with this stuff, let alone how to like give you a good description of the condition. And with joysticks that's quite important. So yes. Now what the hell am I going to have for lunch? Apart from Coke Zero in the Highland Spring bottle. Yeah, I did investigate how you can improve the recording quality of CRT screens, but you can't change the shutter speed for the camera on this. So it's like dummy's version of you know, DSLR. It's a very good camera, very good lens, very good zoom, optical zoom. I believe it's 40 times, which is quite a lot. But there's just not any real, you can't really set anything actually. Alright, here we go. Recreate the excitement, you're a little kid. Thank fuck I wasn't using this joystick on the Spectrum version, that's all I can say. By the time he comes back again, you can move the joystick in the other direction, that's no problem, sir. No problem. Actually, it's not as horrendous as I thought it would be. So there you go, mate. I think maybe a bit of WD-40 on this you know, plastic mechanism here, I think that would make a lot of difference. So I'm still not sure how to do that stupid thing. I think the key is to go all the way down the bottom and then jump up. But possibly, no, that's got to be the way, unless you drop down in that area. I don't know, I just want to get to that bit, so yeah, I think the fine pixel jumps are going to be difficult because there's a dead zone in the middle of the controller where you can move the joystick but nothing happens yet. So it's almost like there's a soft piece of plastic between you and the fire button on the not the fire button, where the joystick presses on the contacts on an arcade joystick. However, the fire button is still better than the Mega Drive bootleg business. We might as well get on with it. Don't fear the Reaper and all that bullshit. So far we're doing alright, and that was the time to go. So there we go. So that was the time to go. Now this is the time to go, which is a bit unbelievable, I believe. That is the time to go. Trouble is I can never remember when I went. What, to the toilet? No. It was actually funny, one of the questions on my Vectrex video was like, how long have you got to finish the house? Well, when you're doing an entire massive house by yourself, when you're too old to really be doing that, health-wise, you have to then kind of like do different rooms even if you haven't finished one, because you will get fed up repairing plaster coving or sanding and filling and plastering and painting the same walls over and over. You really need variety. I think that's why I laid the Commodore PET ski tiles in here so badly, because I was just like really fed up. Because they had carpet tiles with industrial glue, sticking them to a layer of bitumen which was on top of the concrete. I had to get all of that stuff up. Oh no, hang on, it was carpet tiles on lino stuck to the bitumen with industrial glue. All of that had to come off. And I was like, this is unbelievable. When I bought the house, I thought it was like, yeah, just chuck them carpet tiles out and off we go. I'm like, you bastard. But to be fair, I did sort out all the damp problems apart from one tiny little section left, and that would be easy enough. So, and once I've done that, I'll just paint this room, and this room will be finished, whether it likes it or not. So yeah, that was quite a funny question. Yeah, I'm not being as cocky now because this is no zipstick. It's like driving on the motorway in torrential rain, like yesterday, in a a not very mint condition classic car versus your own car in mechanically excellent condition with brand new wiper blades. So technically you've proven you can drive, but yeah, now go and drive in a fucking BMW 320 on a 1983 registration, mate. Not the same. That was unbelievably iffy. I think we're gonna have a bit of a problem with this bloody thing. Like I said, with this joystick I wouldn't play the Spectrum version, I just wouldn't, because of the difference in the way the jumping works. And it is kind of putting me off now. This is how I would have played Vic Panic, Cosmiads, and from Bug Bite, both of them. And what was the other one? Avenger on cartridge. And Laser Zone. I think it was Laser Zone. If I see the screenshots of Laser Zone, then I'll know if it was Grid Runner or Laser Zone I had on the Vic 20. Because I only had one of them on the C64, and I don't think it was Laser Zone. Right, is the first real test. This is the first real test of this joystick. It's not testing my manhood, mate, just a joystick in it. Possibly testing if I'm getting Alzheimer's because I've forgotten when to bloody go. Go toilet now. No. Bloody hell. Yeah, I did leave that a bit later. Jesus Christ. It's definitely more exciting with this Point Master joystick. That's really interesting actually. Fucking hell. I thought that was it. I'm a goner. Yeah, I think just a little bit of WD-40 on the plastic mechanism in the centre, and then I think, yeah, it does sound like a vintage joystick. They have a different sound to the micro-switched joysticks in the arcade. Now that is just, ooh. See, it is possible. See. Maybe I shouldn't complain about the tools like with Richard Hammond. Now this is actually in good condition. Now after I've played Manic Miner about 100 hours on it, I'll get back to you on how good it is. And this is the acid test for this thing. Oh, I nearly broke the joystick. Mum, I broke my joystick. The doctor's surgery is closed. No. What other funny jokes do I know from that era, right? Fucking hell. Ooh, actually we could follow him. Wow, nice bit of time in there, Mad Commodore. Cheers, mate. Yeah, like a Wally, I put the Vectrex videos up. I made the playlist, included the playlist links in the description for all of them, but I uploaded them as unlisted so I could do the playlist business first. And I didn't take it off unlisted for like half a day. And I'm sitting there thinking, why does anyone watch my video? What's wrong with it? Classic. Obviously a few people who know me, they actually, got a link to the playlist anyway, so you can get to all the videos from the playlist. But I do have this excellent idea for a Laserdisc style interactive movie done using a YouTube playlist and hotspots on the screen you can click on. Trust me, it's going to be amazing. That is just to prove a point. You don't need Netflix to do that kind of thing. You do need someone who's pretty clued up about what to do, and probably read a couple of Edward de Bono books. Crap, see, you can't jump up high enough to get back onto them platforms. So that does have to be the last one you get then, because you won't reach any of the others just by jumping. So you're going to have to get all the others. Yeah, I think I know that one will be last, so the next one up in height from that one at the very bottom layer, that will have to be one that you then go back on yourself on. And there's a timing business going on there as well, so that is a tricky one, and I've only got one life. I'm sure I've done this, so I'm sure there's video footage of me on the next level after this. I have done it, so I just have to find that footage now. looks over and go over my head really. That's how you do that one. Right, okay. And go under there. Fucking hell, we done it, bro. Jesus Christ. How the fuck do I get out of this shit? I didn't know it would push me that way, you bastard. I could have sworn I got to that level before. Right, well. There was a bit of fluke involved with the last one, so. What's going on with the camera? That's alright, you got most of the screen. Don't complain, innit? It's real hardware. Right, I think that's enough of this for now. I need at least half an hour to think what I'm going to have to eat. So I think we'll do a quick cheeky little video to show how enormous the first generation of Xbox joypad was. And I think I'll compare it to a zip stick. No, a PlayStation 2 controller, yeah. I think that's a fair comparison. So I'll be doing that in a second.